Hello. In the bag here is a very cool demo kit for the OD Mini sensor from SICK. So we're going to open it up, take a look and see what's inside, and do a run through.
The demo case kit consists of a sensor, power supply, and cables, a bracket to hold the sensor and targets, and some sample targets, and a memory stick with some useful information in it, all packaged in a durable and portable camera-style bag. So now I'll plug in the power supply to the outlet and the M12 cable to the sensor. There's really no way to get this wrong, it only plugs in one way. The display lights up, and now there's a fun laser to play with. The bracket folds out and a large screw holds it in place. I like to orient the sensor so that the laser is more outboard and doesn't get obstructed by the bracket. These sensors are very precise and they measure distance changes of less than a millimeter over very short spans, so it's best to clamp the sensor down on a table or use the bracket supplied in the kit. These OD sensors come from the factory with a 0 location in the center of the sensor span. Different demo cases come with different sensors with different spans. This one I have here in this demo is 35mm version, and I can see that by moving the target closer and further from the sensor and seeing where the 0 point is. So now I'll use the included block they have here in the case to get a stage into the sensor's range. I can zero out this reading to make it be 0. It's kind of like hitting the tare button on a scale. I try to squeeze the sensor when pressing the button so the sensor doesn't have too much of a spring back. Now I can put all sorts of different targets within range of the sensor and measure the thickness. The demo kit also includes a nice taper gauge. I see it's not a certified one, so the accuracy and values may be a bit off, but the repeatability and resolution, the features that really matter when working with these kind of sensors, can certainly be evaluated. I found a tutorial video also on the memory stick in the demo case that shows a setup of the sensor, and it's called OD Mini Basic Setup. You can also, I think, find it online. I did there, but it's in the memory stick. With that video and the product insert in hand, all of the operation and setup modes can be evaluated. You can see how the setup structure works. Here's a couple of helpful clips from the tutorial video, but I suggest watching the whole thing yourself.
So what we have seen here is going in, setting up the sensor near the 0 point, and going in, making the change for the mode to be the 1 point teach. And we're going to move it around a little bit. We're just going to find a set point, and we're going to look at that light, that amber light at the top left, turn on and off. I'm just going to find some point here. I guess it's going to be 15.07. And we're going to go in, hit the set button to go into menu, and we're going to go and change that far setting because we're doing a 1 point teach. So move it to far, hit the set button at the distance we want it. It says teach, says yep, it taught, it's done. I'm going to go back and hit run, and I'm going to move it. And when I get closer than the taught distance, the output turns on. The output light turns on. And we can change that to be normally open or normally closed, or high or low output on the wire. But that light will always indicate that you are at your taught distance or closer.
There are many different ranges, resolutions, and output types available in the SICK distance measurement line, so if the sensor you have there isn't exactly what the application calls for, contact SICK and I'm sure they can point you in the right direction. Thank you for watching and have a great day.